And told what to do.
Before we lose it.
This is all I do.
All right, Jeff, see if you can get a picture of this right now. Can you get the picture of, you can see inside there's 1 day old eggs. The sun is really not the best out here, but can you zoom in? Can you see those eggs, those little pieces of rice in those cells?
I'm having trouble seeing anything. Like just because there's mesh in
I know.
face. But it's in focus, so it should be good.
Okay, so hopefully they could see that. So what I'm doing is I just took from another hive. I wanted to take a frame, a foundation. We have some pollen all over here, this colorful yellow stuff. We do have some nectar in here. This is a great frame to put in this box with that swarm up in the tree. And with 1 day old eggs on here, they're not gonna leave. They're gonna get in this box. I'm gonna get the queen, hopefully. And even if I didn't get the queen or I hurt the queen, what they'll do is they'll make a queen out of one of these 1 day old eggs with all this nectar and pollen. They give them the right amount of royal jelly. So come on, let's do this. We got to work fast, okay? It looks like a nice little cluster of bees, perfect size, football size. So this is going to be good for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this frame out too. We're going to put this right in here, and we're going to get these mamas are going to be right on top. When I get them in that box, they're going to go right in. So we did not plan on doing any swarm catching today, but this is what we do at the Fanning Bee Farm. We do whatever it takes to get the bees, right? So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna make this a little bit bigger. All right, so this is where it gets a little itchy because I gotta get that and then I gotta nicely put it over here. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna put it like that. Okay. All right, you guys ready? All right. Now, we don't know where the queen is, on what side. So this is where it gets a little, I would imagine she's usually right in the middle. And we get them right in the box. Don't know if the queen's in there or not, but we're gonna just keep going until we believe that we have right there. Oh. Don't get stung. Oh. I'm hoping, my objective here is I got to get the queen, and then I'll show you afterwards about how we may believe that she's in here. I want to take it easy because I don't want to crush her. I don't know where she is. Whoa. All right. Do have a couple of casualties in there, but I can't help it. Not easy. Not easy. Jeff, you want to get close, you can see what it looks like in here. So we're hoping that we get the queen in here. And got a couple of bees cut in half. You know, you don't know, you try, you know. You do the best that you can.
Hope it's not the queen.
No, I hope not either. All right, let's see. Oh. All right. Ooh. All right. All right. Oh. Oh. All right, let's see if we can go this section right here. Like I said, even if we don't get the queen there, or unfortunately if we do kill her, which I do not want to do, I have a frame of 1-day-old eggs in there with pollen. They'll make a new queen right away. They should anyway. That's my hope and goal here. But we're gonna still keep going. And so what happens is, if the queen is in there, what we'll notice here shortly is there'll be a fanning process. The bees will go on the front board and they'll begin to fan the queen's pheromone outside the hive to let the other bees know that she's in there. So that's what we're up against. And we're doing the best that we can. Copy? That's what we got.
Copy.
Oh. If I had to guess, because they're not flying back up to the tree, they're hanging out over here, I think we got the queen in the box. But we're gonna keep going for a couple more just to make sure. This is not easy. This one's pretty high. This one's hard. Ugh. I got another clump of bees right here. I'd like to. Oh. All right. Love to know if the queen's in here, but they should all, if I knew the queen was in here right now, I'd just shut the box because they'll send out the pheromone. I think she's in here by the way that they're fanning, but you never know. You never, ever, ever know without seeing her. So this is where we're at. Can't do anything yet, so we're just gonna keep getting some more. Hey, what's happening? Just getting a swarm out of a tree. Yeah, I gotta put a, no. All right. Gets tiring, but you know, you don't want to lose swarms, but it's a natural process of bees. It's just, it's the way they're designed, you know. When that colony believes that they need to leave so that they can repopulate someplace else, it's a natural thing just for them to keep existing, right? They naturally begin the swarm process, and that's where the queen will leave with a percentage of the bees to a new hive. Usually a scout bee went out and found a new home, and he lets everybody know it's ready to go for the most part. And the queen comes out of the hive and the bunch of bees follow her. She sets off this pheromone, and they go find a new home. And then we try to chase them, and if we can't get them, we just let them swarm. But if we can get them, we'll try to put them back in a box like this and get them in a bee yard, get them in a bigger box. And so that's what we'll probably do. I'll look for her over the next day or two to see if she's laying or even if I could just find her. I believe that she's in there just by the way those bees are hanging around, and those bees are flying around and they're coming into the hive. I'm 99% sure she's in there, but as long as I still have a little bit of clump up here, I would still just like to just do what I can to get more bees. And the quicker we get them down, the better off it is. So that's how this looks. All right, that's it, I guess. Any questions? Any comments, concerns?
A lot of concerns.
A lot of concerns, yeah.
How come they're not swarming you right now?
For the most part, Jeff, and we got Jeff DeMatti on the camera today. For the most part, they're docile in this stage. However, a couple of swarms landed on this lower branch last week, and I don't really like wearing gloves, but when they're low and I'm using a brush and stuff, it happens. I got stung. I came out here with my pajamas. We'll put that video up there too, and they just went up my pajama legs and I got stung, so. But it's fun, you know. And Renee was here. She got stung on Mother's Day, right? Remember? What was it, last year? 2 years ago. Yeah. And we just told her, listen, you got to take one for the team. I mean, that's just how it rolls, you know? Yeah, it does. All right, let me grab another. All right, I think we got as many bees as we possibly can out of there. I really believe we have the queen in here, so I'm going to close this up. And my goal here is to just let these girls, you know, actually I'm going to put this frame in the middle. And we're going to slide this one over here a little bit. And we're going to want the bees to get on top of that. I'd love to see the queen in here, I really would, but so we're just going to put it together. And you know what, after I put the top on here, I'm going to bet that if she's in here, we're going to see we'll see some pheromone action in terms of them just fanning into flames over here.
Fanning bee farm.
The fanning bee farm, yeah, exactly. And I hope I don't get stung. I don't want to get stung, but let's see what we got. So I'm just doing this gently, you know. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push these. See this fanning motion over here? See how these two bees are fanning up? You got those, you got this one here, that one down there. I'm going to believe that she's in here. So I'm going to close this nice and easy. I believe that she's in here and they're spreading out the pheromone. But, you know, you can never know for sure. Thank you, Renee. So we got food. They got food on this frame. And like I said, we're going to just try to scoop some of these girls in. And try not to, I don't want any of these. Where's that bee brush? Okay, that would help. This is when they usually get a little agitated with the brush. All right. All right. I don't think I heard one crunch, actually. I think that was pretty good. All right, now let's see what happens on the front board. That's what I want to see. So what I'll do is, I'll even just maybe even grab one more bucket full out of that. There's still quite a few bees up there, but what I'm going to do is, I'm going to move this over. Try out getting stung. All right, I want to move this over here, all right? And I'm going to set up this table right here, and this pheromone will maybe just get blown right up to the top. Make sure the queen's not outside the box over here. I'm always looking, you know, because you never know. And she really kind of rules the roost. No different at the fanning, not only the fanning bee farm, but the fanning household. Amen. Jeff knows. Jeff knows. Okay, let's do this, and let's do this. And we're going to hope that these little girls, okay, you could take this off. And we'll remark that later. All right, so here's what I got. All the bees are in a box. I still have some bees up in the tree. We don't even need to look at that. But I want you to notice right now is all this fanning right here. See this fanning? All these bees are fanning right here. And I believe they're sending out the pheromone, letting all the other bees know that the queen is in here. So everything should be good to go. But I'll check this hive probably in about a day or two. But I think, but that's a beautiful sign right there. So it's all good. So thanks, guys.